So not exactly how they drew it up. Vikings allegedly trailed the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers 27-3 at halftime, and it was a half where everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong for the Vikings. They had 2 returns for a touchdown. They've had a myriad of injuries along the offensive line, and the Packers, they are getting all the bounces. They're absolutely getting all the bounces right now. They're getting all the calls, and it's just a mess right now. Greg Joseph missed 2 field goals, so it's not looking great. But of course, as we've seen with this team all year long, never count them out. All we need is 5 touchdowns. And I say that facetiously, as well as the Niners are currently losing to the Raiders 24-14, so the Vikings may hang on to the 2 seed by default. But the hopes of a 1 seed, which Philly is leaving the door open, may have gone bye-bye. But we'll see what happens in the second half. But, I mean, first half went about as bad as it could possibly go. So you had let's see here. All right, so we'll go losers first. So the Lambeau Field, there's been a lot of talk about turf versus grass, but they literally did not maintain this field. Like, the grounds crew should be investigated. It's ridiculous. The coverage unit, of course, giving up that 105-yard touchdown to. By the way, Packers playing a little bit fast and loose with an injury report. Kayshawn Nixon DNP'd Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's got a groin injury. Oh, blah, blah, he's a game time decision. All of a sudden he looked pretty damn healthy. It's crazy, man. But kick coverage unit, Jalen Naylor seemed to lose his lane, and it just busted. Goal line offense, so you can't punch it in from the 1 after Metellus blocked that punt. He had 3 shots at it, didn't get in. Jaire Alexander's gritty. I mean, sure. I mean, Jefferson's having footing issues. Him falling down led to the second interception. But Jaire hitting the gritty right in his face after the first play. Okay, bring it on. Hawkinson drops. So Hawkinson's had drop issues all year, but dropped that third down, which would have been like a circus catch, but he still got 2 hands on it. And then also, of course, the deflection caused the pick 6. Greg Joseph missed a 46-yarder and a 50-yarder. It's like, oh, where are all the jabronis who got in our face last week? It's like, aren't you glad they didn't cut Greg Joseph now? Weird. The refs. So the NFL has been an emphasis on taunting this year, and some of the taunting penalties make you shake your head. It's like, what? He just looked at him weird. But the Jaire one was in his face doing a dance. Can't have, like, if you're gonna have a standard, have the standard. And also, there's a clear hold on Bynum on the return touchdown, but that one went bye-bye. Also, Chris Reed snapping. So I know that Schlutman got hurt early. Chris Reed has actually never taken a center snap before today in his NFL career, but had multiple procedure issues and had a false start that was on him. It's just messed up. Also, Quay Walker. So there's a couple of shots from the Packers defense that is straight out of the Saints 09 Bounty Gate playbook. But, the Quay Walker going high-low on KJ, body slamming him. There's no place for that in the league. None. Winners so far, Josh Metellus. The bright spot, Michigan man, 2 punt blocks in a row. Diesel Dalvin Thompson had the 4th down sack. Duke Shelley tackles and some pass broken up. KJ Osborne. Like, this is a carbon copy of the Colts game where KJ is going to spark that comeback, man. So go ahead. Also, the WTF. And I want to see what happened to Schlutman. I want to see what happened to Brian O'Neill. Like, it does seem like some of these injuries are turf-related. Well, it's grass, but you know what I mean, but turf-related. Also, Dalvin got dinged up at the end. It's not looking good, man. Basically, like we said, everything that could have possibly gone wrong has gone wrong for the Vikings in this first half. But I guess the benefit, I mean, the Packers offense does only have 13 points, despite I believe that they're dominating the time of possession. They got to be, right? So the defense has been holding up relatively well. Oh, 15-18. I guess they're not dominating. But the defense has been holding up relatively well. The offense simply can't stay on the field, and bounces just are not going the Vikings' way. Basically, everything is going wrong against the Vikings right now. Joseph's missing field goals. The ball is bouncing weird. Crosby just bounced in a 56-yarder right before the half. I don't know. Like, it would be very easy to poo-poo and cry about it, but we've been in this spot before. I mean, look at the Buffalo game, look at the Colts game, look at all this, that, and the other thing. And I know that people is like, oh, this isn't going to be like the Colts game because the Packers are better than the Colts. What about the Bills game? What about being down 17 in Orchard Park in their stadium and then just roaring all the way back? I don't know. But Vikings don't even get the ball to start the second half, which kind of sucks. So get a stop, march down, put some points on the damn board, start getting Justin friggin' Jefferson the ball, and let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Because, being down 24 on the road against your division rival, it's probably not good, but we've seen this before. So one play, one drive, one score. We'll just take it from there. Keep your head up, right? And also, it does seem like the Raiders are going to... the Raiders are leading the... Raiders are leading the Niners 24-21 now. Now we'll see. It doesn't matter. Play your game. Whatever happens, and then we'll go from there. But Josh Rios, $10 in Super Chat. Go Raiders! That's right, man. Just we need to vent. Oh, if you got a question or comment, toss a couple bucks in Super Chat. Joe Johnson, I don't ever want Romo to call another Vikings game. Yeah, he has gotten pretty bad. Pretty bad. But woosah. Vikings still 12-3. Vikings are still comeback kings, cardiac kids. I'm more concerned about the health of Brian O'Neill, who looked like he had a calf injury on the pick six. So hopefully he can return for the postseason. Oh, they're showing it right now. It looks like Brian O'Neill had a little change of direction thing. Yeah. What a rough, weird day so far. Yeah. But we'll keep go alive. We'll be back here at the end of the game. Derek Baker, $10 Super Chat. Field is shite. KOC needs to kick butt, but the Vikes did not come to play today. Well, I think what it is that it's sort of like quicksand where everything went bad against the Vikings right away. The injuries, the kick return, the fluke pick six off of the deflection. Like everything went against the Vikings early on, and it's tough to dig out of that. Where you spot the other team 14 points when their offense literally had one first down and 14 yards of offense. It's going to be a tough day. Also, Greg Joseph, just ripping away 6 points off the board. Mason Crosby banking one in from 56. Yeah, some days you get all the bounces. Some days, all the bounces go against you. And so far, this is the ladder for the Vikings, but we'll see what happens in the second half. Brendan Bats laugh, $15. Number 7 is going to pay up, and we'll have to watch the Vikings in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I would love to just jam this down Quay Walker's face. Yeah, or he's a tough player, but there's been some dirty-ass shots in this first half, man. Tristan, $2 in Super Chat. Colts game 2.0. We'll see. We'll see, man. But we'll be here post-game show, 10 things we learned, as well as we'll do winners and losers after the game. I got faith. This is going to be a great comeback right in the Packers' face in their building. But we'll see you after the game.